Good evening, everybody. Welcome to JTraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more. Hoping everybody's having a blessed and happy Saturday, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. I'm going to just be on here for about a good little 30 minutes. I'm going to just go through a quick little breakdown today, and I'm going to do the same exact thing going into tomorrow for those who, may not be able to join the stream today. So we'll do some recaps going into tomorrow as well if you do miss it. So, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into the news, and then we'll go over a few charts. If y'all have any in mind, please feel free to drop them right in the chat, and we'll go over that as well. S&P 500 rises. Dow gains 200 points after Supreme Court strikes down Trump emergency tariffs. Stock rose on Friday after the Supreme Court ruled against Donald Trump's tariffs, potentially providing relief for companies burdened by higher costs from the duties and easing concern about the sticky inflation still plaguing the U.S. economy. Sorry, I'm tired. My bad. The S&P 500 advanced 0.69% and closed at 6,900, while the NASDAQ composite gained 0.9% and settled at 22,000. Who keeps calling me? Everybody calling my phone. Are they watching my live streams? I'm gonna hit them up. I'm gonna hit them once I finish because they call on my phone. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added 230 points, or 0.47, and ended at 50,000. The 30 stock index recovered from a 200-point loss earlier in the session on disappointing economic data. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do a quick little dive right into the SPY recaps from yesterday. Let's go ahead and take a dive into that real quick, guys. Yesterday for SPY, we had an open of 682.32, high of 690.06, a low of 681.73, a close of 689.43 with a volume of 99.9 million. Other than that, let's see what else we got, guys. As far as economics for next week, we will be having the CB Consumer Confidence. That's going to be at 10 o'clock. That'll be starting Tuesday on the 24th. We will be having Donald Trump speaking. That's gonna be after the market close. So that's nothing to worry about. It'll be later on that evening. Wednesday on the 25th, we're going to be having crude oil inventories. Thursday, February 26th, we're going to be having the normal initial jobless claims. And last but not least, Friday on the 27th, we were going to be having PPI data at 8:30 and Chicago PMI at 9:45. And that'll be it for economics. And earnings coming up, guys. As far as earnings coming up, we'll be having a few little recognized companies that will be releasing. We will be having a few traders going to be looking at HIMS, HIMS. That's going to be Monday after the market close. Tuesday, AMC for sure. Wednesday, we know we're going to have a lot of traders looking at NVIDIA. If anything does changes with the earnings, that because you know how sometimes they'll push earnings back, they'll wind up changing it up. But as far as that, as of right now, we do have NVIDIA should be coming out Wednesday. That'll be after the market close as well. One of my favorites, you already know, that's going to be Thursday, which is CRWV. Definitely going to be keeping my eyes peeled on that for sure. Other than that, that should be it, guys, as far as all the updates. So let's get ready to rock and roll right into our charts. And like I said, I'll be on here for a quick little 30 minutes so everybody can go enjoy their Saturday. So going into next week, Justin, if you are listening to my YouTube boss, I'm going to be calling you back in a few minutes. I got you. As far as SPY, guys, we did rebound off of that 675, 676 level. Got our way right back into the 680s with that push up towards that 690 level. So the pattern that I do see setting up at this moment, I do see somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern. You remember that area we were talking about was that 690, that 689.18 level. So far, it looked like we will be testing that level going into Monday. To see can we hold above that price point. If we can hold above these 689s to 690 level, yes, I could see some further push back to the upside of the as far as high as 695, 696, even as high as these Ohio days, where we will get that continuation uptrend. So if you notice, we went from a downtrend setup over the week, this week and last week, now transitioning to an uptrend where it does look like buyers are starting to slowly move back in. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes peeled still around that 689.18 to 690 level to see if buyers will maintain and protect that level at all costs for that possible squeeze towards the upside, up towards the 695s to 696 and so forth. So it does look like we're building somewhat of an uptrend. It does look bullish. So I'm going to definitely keep my eyes peeled. to see can we get that further push, because again, it does look like we will be preparing ourselves for a possible uptrend going into next week, and we will see on how high we're going to push towards the upside before we, sellers start to come in. But you can clearly see where the sellers will be sitting and waiting as we do approach these high key areas right around that 698 to 696, because you can see clearly every time we go up toward these highs, those sellers come in aggressive. You can clearly see these key areas up here where we have a strong supply zone. So I do see us going for a nice rotation and going back to retesting these highs. And again, we do have room to run up, so it looks like we may have a little bit of long side coming before we get that downside afterwards. So I will be keeping my eyes peeled to see can that continuation uptrend build, to see can we maintain this trend line even going into next week with some little possible pullback bounces. Areas that I will be looking at next week to see can we mainly stay on top of is going to be that 684 to 686. That's going to be some key levels going into next week. Other than that, let me go into a few blue chip companies. I did do a little bit of research on these. I went through Apple, Nvidia, all these other companies, guys, to try to prepare myself for next week to see what's going to be a hit, what's going to be basically setting itself up going into next week. So Apple, I did kind of draw out a little trend line on this bad boy. We know that we got these highs all the way back up towards that 280 level. You can see where we have a strong demand, strong supply zone where those sellers do come in aggressive. So right around the 280s to 275 levels. The main key areas that I know that we were talking about getting back above, that we need to get back above, is going to be that 268 to 270 level. And once we get above the 200-day moving average, I mean, we definitely will be back on somewhat of the bullish side. So if y'all notice off of this 200-day moving average, every time we get back on top of that, we are it benefits more of the buyers, more of the longs, where we do have room to push our way to the upside. So once we get this break above the 200-day moving average, and that price point will be around, I'll give it 266. I said we get above like 266, 268. That'll put us above that 200-day moving average, where we will be back on the bullish side of things and having room to run up towards the 270s, up to the possible areas of 275 to 280s. So I definitely want to see can we get that nice reversal, that nice, pretty much this U-shape back to the upside and retesting these highs. So it does look like we're trying to slowly prepare ourselves up for some possible, bullish opportunities. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. So I will be looking at the prices of 266, 268 up to the 270 levels. Main key level that we definitely want to break is going to be up towards 270. Get above that 270, we will have room to be testing these upper areas up here towards the 275s up to 280s. So I'm gonna definitely be keeping my eyes peeled to see, can we start to slowly transition from this little downside we had now into the upside, going for somewhat of a U-shaped pattern back up. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Let's go into AMD. As far as AMD goes, let me double check that. Let me see which one I had set on this one. I think I had the short side set for this one. Yeah. So okay, for the short side. So basically, again, if buyers are going to step in, I definitely want to see us break above this trend line and above the 200-day moving average. So in other words, the price point that I definitely want to see the buyers get back above is going to be between the 210s and 212 levels, where we will have some room to push our way back up towards the upside as high as that 220 level, as we go from a downtrend transitioning into an uptrend. So I'm going to definitely keep my eyes peeled on that, guys. So AMD, definitely want to see that move back towards the upside of 210, 212 to kind of start getting the ball rocking and rolling towards the upside. What else do we have after that? I don't think I'm gonna have to go back and check Amazon. I don't think I fixed that one yet. I was going through everything else, and I don't think I properly fixed Amazon yet. Nah, I didn't properly fix it. But as far as Amazon goes, I mean, we definitely want to see that move back above 212 for that push up towards 215. Definitely want to see that move because we are above the 200-day moving average. Look like we'll start to transition from downside now to upside. Start to slowly create some type of an uptrend back up to the upside. So you can clearly see where we have strong resistance at, which is going to be around that 212.50. So if we get that break above that 212.50, yes, we will have room to run up towards the 215s up to the 220 levels. What was the other ones? I think I went over. I did fix Meta too, because Meta I was looking at. Meta went on a nice move. Meta is starting to go for this nice little uptrend, this little transition. The price point that I definitely want to see Meta get back above is going to be the 660. Get above that 660. We do have possible room to run up towards the 680s because this bad boy likes to move by $20 increments. So as far as yesterday, we went from 640s up to the 660. So that bad boy went on a $20 mover. And once we get back on top of 660, we will have room to push our way back up towards that 680. So there'll be another additional $20 move back to the upside as we're slowly trying to creep our way back up to that $700 level. So I think that Meta's going to have a lot of potential coming up soon. So I'm going to definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Get back above that 660 for the push up towards the 680s. So I definitely think we have room to start to slowly transition. And another thing that I like about Meta, and a pattern that I did notice, it does look like we have some type of inverted head and shoulders pattern. So that's what it gives off to me on this one. So let me go to my drawing real quick. So this is what I noticed on Meta that kind of drew my attention. So I see a shoulder right here, right above that 650. And the head all the way back down towards the 635, 637, 640s. And I want to see this right shoulder start to form, where buyers start to get right back on top of 650 and ride this bad boy back on up, thus giving us an inverted head and shoulders pattern back up to the upside. So I see a potential inverted head and shoulders on Meta that could be setting itself up in due time. So I think so. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on the 650s up to 660. But the main key area that we want to hold and stay above is going to be 660. From 660, we want to go for that $20 run for that push up towards 680. So I think Meta has a lot of potential on that one as well. So possible inverted head and shoulders. Keep your eyes peeled on that, guys. Nvidia, what we got on this bad boy? I know Nvidia, I think it was the 190s. Yeah, 190s. I already got it mapped out. Which one did I have set on this one? I think I had an uptrend set on this one as well. Yeah, so the main thing, like I said, we get above that 190 and then go for that possible push above 195. I mean, sky's the limit for Nvidia. I mean, look at all this room that we have to run to the upside up towards that 200 level. So it looked like Nvidia is also in somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern. So like I said, I want to see us get back above that 190 for that possible push up to 195 where we can break out of this key area here. So the only thing that's stopping you from hitting that 200 level is 195. So every time you hit 195, you get a strong pullback. 195, pull back. 195, pull back, pull back. So we see what the sellers are pretty much sitting at and trying to protect us to 195 level. So once we get above 190, we want to get that strong push above 195. And as I mentioned, guys, the sky's the limit. We have a lot of room to run to the upside on the video once we go for that ascending triangle squeeze. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping my eyes peeled. So it looks like a lot of these will be setting up for possible, running opportunities. You got Meta with the inverted head and shoulders pattern. You got Apple that could be setting up for an ascending triangle pattern as well. Nvidia setting up for one where it does look like they're all slowly creeping up to respectful areas for a possible push. So once we get that buying volatility to step in, I mean, we could definitely see a lot of runners coming up soon. Nvidia's earnings is going to be coming out next week. That's going to be Wednesday, so definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. So between Monday and Tuesday and early Wednesday, we're going to see on how the volatility is going to handle up. If that's going to, get these buyers excited or trying to go for a move right before the earnings come out and so forth. So we may see some volatility on Nvidia, between Monday and the early portions of Wednesday before the earnings do come out. Last but not least, Tesla. Let me see what I had set on this one. Tesla. What I had the long one on the short. Okay, see, look, even Tesla has an uptrend building up, guys. Look at this. Even Tesla, ascending triangle pattern. I mean, they all setting up for ascending triangle patterns. Like they gearing up for something for sure. Excuse me. The main area I want to see Tesla get above is going to be that 420. Get above 420, that's going to put us above the 200-day moving average, putting us in a range of 420 to 425, because you already know that Tesla likes to move by $5 increments. So if we could get our way from the teen areas back into the 20s, we want to start to take advantage of the 420s, pushing our way up towards the 425s, up to 430. But the main area that I definitely want to see us get back above for sure is going to be that 435. Let me see if I got my 12-hour chart. Now, 435 is going to be one of the key areas. Where's my 12-hour chart real quick? 12-hour. Where are you at? Where are you located? 12-hour. Let me see if I still have it set up on this one. Let me check it out real quick, guys. Let me see if I still have my 12-hour chart, because I did have 435 marked off. Let me see if I still have that label, that area still set. 135. Yep, 135. Let me maximize it just a little bit so y'all can get a closer look. Right about 135. So that's what I'm saying. 135 is going to be key as we slowly maneuver our way back up towards the 420s. 425s up to that 435. This is going to be one of the main key areas that we're going to definitely want to see a break above between 435 to 440. Once we break above that key area, that's going to put us above the 200-day moving average, but that possible push up to 445 up to 450. So I definitely want to see us slowly climb our way back into the 420s, 425, break us out of this little downtrend that we are dealing with at this time. So you clearly see even on the 12-hour time frame that we're trying to find a way to cross that trend line. So right now we're still kind of getting hammered by the downtrend setup, because every time we hit the downtrend, we get a nice pullback down to the downside. Downtrend, pullback, pullback, pullback. So as we slowly start to creep our way back up to the 420s into the 425s, that should start to get the ball slowly rocking and rolling for a slow transition from a downtrend setup on Tesla to a slow uptrend on Tesla. Like I said, the main price points that we want to see is 420, 425, back up towards the 430s. So, but one of the main areas for sure is going to be 435. We get above that 435, we will have possible room to run up towards that 450 to 455. For example, what was the area I seen a 435 bounce? Like right here, we came down to 435. Buyer stepped in. We had a strong push back up to the upside of 455. Ran up as high as 495. And then we got that dump right back on off to the upside. So that's why I mentioned that 435 is going to be key. Because you can see right here that 435 held up a strong support at one point. Then that bad boy turns to strong resistance the next point. So what we want to do is get back above 435, turning that bad boy back into support as we can get that push and this possible little gap fill between 435 to 455 back up to the upside. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled to see on how we're gonna be setting up to see if those buyers are gonna slowly start to move their way back in, where we can see some long opportunities before we start getting some downside. But other than that, guys, I think that should be it. Like I said, I didn't want to stay on this long. I mean, I just wanted to go through some, quick breakdowns. And I'm going to do some more research tonight. And if I do have any additional information, guys, I will be adding that to tomorrow's, recaps and so forth. But, guys, that should be it right now. As far as right now, we done went over economics. We done went over earnings, recaps, news, charts, and everything of that nature. And, that was another thing I wanted to bring up, another chart. That was another one I was taking a gander at, which was a scan disc, SNDK. That's another one I was paying close attention to as well. Let me go back to I think I had it set on my 1 hour time frame. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check that real quick, guys. I think it was my 1 hour time frame I had that bad boy set on. Make sure I didn't mess up my it was either my 1 hour time frame or my 15 minute. I'm trying to remember. I was looking at it not too long ago, because that would have a good setup as well. SNDK, the scan disc. That one had a good potential setup for more upside to come. Let me double check. Let me see which. I think I'm gonna go to the 1 hour time frame as well, because I mean even SNDK has an uptrend, guys. Look at this. We're room to push our way back up towards that 660, from 660 up to 680. I mean, this bad boy has been rocking and rolling. I mean, look at scan disc, SNDK. Also put that on your list as well, guys. This bad boy still has room to run to the upside. Once we get above that 660, I mean, we do have potential room to run up towards 680s, up towards the 700s. But I'm trying to see which chart I had set up where it had a clear vision on it. Let me double check before I do head on out, guys. Let me just double check. I know I've seen it. Let me check my 1 hour. Was it the 1 hour? I mean, you can still see on the 1 hour as well. So, 660s back up towards these high areas of 680s to 700s. Because, I mean, look what ScanDisk is doing. ScanDisk is still on an uptrend. Let me double check. Let me see, dude. Let me check my 1 hour. Yeah, I do have it lined up. Let me, double check it real quick, guys. Hold on. Let me take my pre-market and post-market off real quick. Let me see if I can see yeah, there we go. I told y'all, man, I'll be looking at all these charts. I'll be trying to find every edge on everything. There we go. So yeah, we do have an ascending triangle pattern on ScanDisk, SNDK. I mean, look at it right here. Look at this. this is also setting up. So, I mean, and look at the wedges getting tighter and tighter and tighter as we go into next week. So, we get that push above 660. I mean, we do have room to push our way up to 680 to possible 700. I mean, look how this is setting up, and look how the wedge is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And also, you are building a higher low on this bad boy. So, look at this potential setup where we could push even higher towards the 700s on SNDK. So, I think that SNDK is going to have a lot of opportunities coming up as well. So keep your eyes peeled on that. So I knew I had it somewhere. So I had it on my 1 hour time frame, but you guys can see it as well. So other than that, guys, like I said, I'm gonna do some more research tonight. Dig up some more information. If I have some additional information, I will add that to the next stream tomorrow and give you guys some more insight and more details on everything on blue chip companies and whatever else could be presenting itself next week. So other than that, guys, I know everybody didn't jump in. I know everybody's busy on a Saturday. That's all good. You can still take this recap and watch it. And again, I do this for you guys, man. I love you guys to death. Thank y'all so much for everything. If you are new to my channel, guys, do your boy a favor. Smash that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, you already know what else to do. Hit the thumbs up for my Twitch and for my Kick. Also, feel free, guys, to either follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. But I will be getting Kick and Twitch back up and running. I promise you guys, for all my members. So I got y'all. I was just having a little bit of issues on OBS. But that's why I've mainly been going on YouTube, because of the bit rates have been acting up, especially over the weekend. I'm surprised it's running smooth right now. But other than that, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. I will be jumping back on tomorrow as well, going and adding some more additional information to the things that I brought out today. So other than that, man, guys, thank y'all so much who were watching me. Guys, go enjoy y'all Saturdays, man. I hope everybody have a blessed weekend. I will see some of y'all tomorrow for Sunday. And for the rest, guys, I will be seeing y'all for Money Monday. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all already know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk. Always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, stay blessed, stay safe. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting me, and I will see y'all for the next stream. Peace.
Subscribe for more content.